while sleeping around is destroying your soul. Now, listen, bro. A lot of young men watch my channel. A lot of young kings watch my channel. Specifically, from me to you, I want you to know that your importance on this earth is never going to be placed upon how many women you can acquire, how many women you can conquer, how many women you can obtain, whatever that may be for you. Now, I want you to know that this animalistic desire that we all have to fulfill the one need that we think is universal throughout us, throughout animals, throughout the entire planet, right? Because we're not the only beings on earth that have this instinct, right? It's kind of like when you get hungry, now you want to eat. And you want to eat as fast as possible. You want the meal as quick as possible. You want it to be the most savory, desirable thing that you've ever come across, right? When you look at sex from the perspective of it being in the moment, right? So let's say, for instance, you're out on a trip and you meet a woman and your spiritual awareness is nowhere to be found. This is why I tell you guys that looks can be very deceiving and you have to pray for discernment. When you are chosen, right, and when you are put on this earth to create change, God will not allow you to do specific things. And if he does, it will be a point where you will have to learn. So, for instance, a lot of you guys may be in college right now. A lot of you guys may have been just graduating. A lot of you guys may be in your 20s right now and navigating life day to day, 9 to 5, whatever, right? And you may be realizing you're either in one or two places. You're in a place where you're trying to get women, meaning you're going on dates, you're seeing different women, you're having different experiences, and whatever the case may be, right? Now, the problem with this is, right, if your intention is not aligned, you're doomed to fail. All right. So if you're seeing all of these women and you're trying to decipher which one is best for you, one, you're losing time, you're losing energy, and you're losing focus. Because 9 times out of 10, you're trying to sleep with all of these women. Let's just be honest. 9 times out of 10, you're giving energy to all these women. And alongside of that, you're giving resources to these women. So when I tell you guys about going through your journey, which everyone is going to have to go through that journey, it's unavoidable, right? You're going to have to walk it regardless. You must be self-aware, bro. And to piggyback off what I was just saying, right? When you treat sex like it's a bag of Oreos, right? Like it's just some cookies or some chips, and it's just something quick, your thirst is never going to be quenched. Even from our religious people in the Bible, they speak about lust a lot, and they speak about fleeing from lust. And the aspect of fleeing from lust isn't running, it's seeing, right? And this is a lot of times what I talk about when I tell you guys that being able to see something from the third person perspective, being able to look at someone and being able to read them. This is why I tell a lot of you guys that watch my channel have spiritual abilities, because you're not getting these videos recommended and then just not scrolling for a reason. You're getting these videos recommended because it's something in you that needs to hear this message. No matter when, where, or how mature, aligned, or whatever, none of that shit matters. In this current moment right now, this message has met you and this message is serving you. So now what you have to do is you have to learn, okay, in this current moment, something needs to change. A lot of you guys are wondering why your manifestations aren't coming into play. A lot of you guys are wondering why you can't attract the woman that you want to attract, right? That you want to build a family with and that you want to be with the rest of your life. And we know that modern dating isn't what it's all cracked up to be. You feel me? It's really just a cracked out psyop, if I'm being quite frankly honest. But you have to be aligned with who you are to be able to accomplish and attract these things. So whether it's building a successful business, you have to be on accord with your business, because if you're not, things will dismantle and things will cripple. You have to be aligned with your woman and know woman, and you have to be in sync with your woman in the relationship, or the relationship is doomed to fail. But like I said previously, if you've never been with a woman before, right? If you've never experienced feminine energy before, if you've never had a real relationship with a woman before, going through the process, right, of talking to women, of meeting women, and even having sex with women is a very critical thing. Because what this is teaching you is it's helping you navigate exactly what it is you want. It's helping you navigate this whole matrix. So this is why I tell you, bro, I'm not about to sit up here and say that you need to stay solely focused on never meeting women, never talking to women, never attract. No, because then you'll be a fucking NPC and you'll be a weirdo. And you'll think that just because you're getting money, you're superior. Or just because you're purposeful, you're superior. Or just because you're disciplined, you're superior. You're not, bro. Because you still need a woman, because there is no man without a woman and there is no woman without a man. I'm going to make that first and front. Once again, there is no woman without a man and there is no man without a woman. You need to be able to be with the woman in union. You need to be able to be masculine and drive forward. You need to be able to go somewhere so your woman can follow you. And when you're going somewhere, you can lead your woman to a prosperous, fulfilling life. But you need to be the individual that can do so you can acquire the individual that can add to that. So, P game, right? When it comes down to casual sex, when it comes down to lust, when it comes down to all of these different things, bro, I promise you it's going to do more harm than good. And honestly, bro, it's going to get very tiring on your soul. For a lot of guys like me, bro, I'm 19, bro. Bro, a lot of guys my age have been doing their thing. A lot of guys that are not my age have been doing their thing. And one thing you realize is when it's all said and done, all of this shit is the same. Literally. Whether if it's bagging a girl the same night, whether if it's setting up a play and executing on a play, whether it's being in a lustful relationship, because we all been in those where you just having sex with somebody and that's solely the purpose of the relationship, right? And then that is just a spiritual contract at that point that you've made with someone and you don't even know it. But all of this shit is pointless. This is why I tell you guys, without discernment, right? Without universal guidance, you will forever feel like you're hitting a wall. So now I'm about to show you how you go forward, especially for my guys that's going into their 20s, for my guys that's in their late teens right now, developing in the gym, doing what they need to be doing business-wise, doing what they need to do personal life-wise. What I want you to know is, right, when you go into dating a woman, when you go into the world, when you go into this life that we live, go into it with high self-awareness. Now, this is why I speak about semen retention a lot, because when you're on semen retention, you're able to be Neo in the Matrix. You're able to see things from all perspectives, especially if you're in tune with yourself and you know yourself. It's like you're seeing the world split in half. You're seeing the world in double. You're going to be able to see which woman is a succubus. You're going to be able to see which woman is energy draining, meaning that she's not giving anything, she's taking. You're going to be able to see the people, right? Even your friends, your close homies, the individuals that you love. You're going to start seeing their true colors when you're on semen retention. You're going to start seeing the real when you're on semen retention. Because what's happening is you're cultivating life. So the more that you cultivate life and the more that you let that semen build up, it's going to go up the 33 vertebrae of your spine and it's going to hit your brain. And you're going to get smarter, but you're going to get spiritually clearer. So listen, man, I wanted to make this video for everybody. I wanted to make this video for my people. I wanted y'all to really feel what I'm saying. I ain't put no cut on this. It ain't no edits on this. It ain't none of that bullshit, bro. This is really authentic me from the heart, bro. Trust me. Trust me, my guy. Going out here and wasting your precious seed with all these different women is only gonna have you looking down at the floor and being like, what the fuck? Going out here and being like every other dude in the club, drinking, smoking, is only gonna have you looking at the floor like, what the fuck? Because once again, you're wasting time, you're wasting energy, and you're wasting the most vital resource that you could ever obtain, which is your seed. So once again, in this video, proceed with caution. When you go into the world, my brother, go into the world knowing who you are. Because if you don't know who you are and you go into the world will chew you up and spit you out. And a lot of times that is a lot of how we learn, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of how we even find ourselves, is because the world can be very cruel at times and it can be very dismantling. So you have to spiritually align yourself so that you can know who you are and know what you have to offer. So, peep game, right? Once again, my bro, stay prayed up, stay positive, stay aligned, stay in one with self. And in all honesty, bro, continue to focus on the mission. Continue to focus on what's important. Continue to be purposeful. Continue to stay aligned. Continue to not proceed with distraction. Once again, live your life, but live your life with intention. If you're going to do anything, do it with intention. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. For all the new subscribers tapping in, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. You already know what it is. For everybody else coming in, for all my day ones, for all the people that's been rocking with me for this long, you know what's happening this summer. We blowing up this summer. Hey, it's beautiful things coming, man. I'm out. Let's go.